Back here for our second Matchday -1 presser, we have head coach Sean Nahas and captain Denise O'Sullivan here. Coach Denise, if you'd like to make any opening statements, feel free. Otherwise, we'll jump right into questions.
Yeah, once that gets sorted, I'll say something.
Very good. Good? All righty.
Good.
We'll try that again.
Yeah, no problem. It's coming again. I'll go ahead. We're excited to be here and have the opportunity, to play in this first in the annual or first inaugural Summer Cup, and obviously it's been a unique experience for us, and I think for the league overall, it's been a pretty decent experience. I think there's something to be said in a positive way about all 4 teams being from the league. But I know from our team standpoint, it's another opportunity for us to compete for something, but at the same time have the opportunity to test ourselves against another great opponent in Kansas City. So we're looking forward to it, and hopefully be able to put on a good show for everybody.
Yeah, thanks to all of you for being here. Really excited to be back here in Kansas City to play in this tournament. Being the Final Four in this tournament is absolutely fantastic, and it's a great opportunity for myself to go out and compete with my teammates in competitive games, and it's an opportunity for us to grow as a team as well, and in the long run it'll show.
Thanks. We'll start with any questions in the room. Jillian?
Hey guys, welcome to Kansas City. I'm Jillian. I'm with the local radio broadcast. First of all, congratulations to you both, but Denise, congratulations on your extension. Just talk about what that meant to you and what you hope to continue to do for the club.
Yeah, it means a lot to stay on with this club. I've been here 7 years now, and I absolutely loved every second of it. The environment is world class, and I want to be part of an environment that's going to make me better, and I'm excited for the next few years, and it's a massive responsibility to be captain of this club, and I just want to keep doing my job, keep setting the standard and being a good example for the next wave of players coming through. So I'm absolutely delighted to be here.
For me, I sleep easier at night, to be honest. No, look, anytime you have an opportunity to extend someone of Sully's caliber, not only from a football standpoint, but just who she is as a person, I think it was the number one thing for me this year to make sure that the club pushed to make it happen. What she's done for the club, what she's done for myself as a coach. But I think overall, I think people forget, she stood by the club when everything sort of happened a couple of years ago, and when a lot of people needed a different change, and making her captain was a no-brainer. It wasn't even a discussion. I just told the staff, this is what we're doing, because it was just an easy one. And the way she represents the club, the way she carries herself, is a great example for our young players, because we have a fairly young group. And the reason why we're having success in playing the way we play is because someone like Sully, who comes in every single day and is coachable and wants to learn and push herself. But she sets the standard for us as a club, and it forces myself and my staff to show up every day and make sure we're training and coaching players to her level. Because in order for us to get where we want to be, we have to train to the top level, and that's what Sully represents. And also just the relationship she and I have. It's a special one, and since day one when she came here, we connected right away, just because I would always just give a little bit of insight or just different ideas whenever I had the opportunity to, and she trusts me, I trust her, and I couldn't be any more excited for the club, but also for her, because she's earned every single bit of this whole thing, and we're thrilled, and it's a benefit for the league as well.
You talked a little bit about, in your opening statement, just the tournament opportunities to compete. One of the Mexican sides came and said it would be nice to have a match in Mexico. What is your take on that? Obviously, new challenges with travel and whatnot, but what's your take on that?
Yeah, I mean, we had our preseason in Mexico last year against Monterrey. We played 3 games there, and it's great. I mean, they have a great following. Their league is growing. I said this in my presser when we were in Monterrey for the game there. I think now that we're working together, it's an obligation to help grow both leagues. I don't look at it as I'm one of those people that, not being selfish just to the NWSL, but we have a responsibility to help grow the women's game, and little things like this can help in a massive way. I do think more teams would be better than just 6. I think that makes it, to me, with all due respect, it almost seems like the Challenge Cup a little bit, with just a couple of Mexican teams thrown in, and so hopefully that will expand. But I think wherever we play the games, it's going to benefit. I don't see any reason why we couldn't. I do know, from our standpoint, we enjoyed playing them in our home stadium, but anytime you can play overseas or in a different league's environment, I think it only helps everybody. It helps our league, it helps our players, it helps our teams, and benefits them as well. So I'm open to it, and it gets us out of North Carolina for a couple of days too. So rather than traveling to the same 13 other clubs in our league,
Other questions in the room? Reminder, if you're on Zoom, to please use the raise your hand function.
Coach, this is now the 3rd straight year you're playing against Kansas City in a knockout game. Any lessons you can take from that into this one?
No. They're a completely different team than they were the last 2 years, I'll say. And, there's several players on this team that used to play for us, and they always have success against us, so I don't like that. That's not fun. No, I look, it's anytime we're doing this, it's because both teams have had success, and you're competing for something, and that's what all these players want to do. But, I have a great respect for Vlatko. Even when he was with the national team, I had great respect for him. We always kept in touch, and, obviously I have a great relationship with Deb and Hammy and Mace, and, I think the turnaround that this club has had and what they're doing for the women's game is great. But, anytime you can step on a field, play against good competition, that's what you want. And whatever happens either way. It's just an opportunity to showcase the talents in the league and, like I said, put on a show. But there's nothing you can take from it other than, how are we going to improve? We don't really talk about opposition in our locker room. We talk about ourselves and what we need to do. And it's just another opportunity for us to get better against a good competition. And we'll know where we stand after it, and then that'll help us gear up for the second half of the season as well. But we're excited to play them for sure.
Other questions?
You guys you won the 2022 Challenge Cup, the 2023 Challenge Cup, and you're obviously here hoping to win the 2024 Summer Cup. What is it about these competitions that you feel like North Carolina really thrives in?
Yeah, I think they're really good competitions. I think for us, I think it's an opportunity for players that may have not played many minutes throughout the season to get minutes and really step up. And I think we've seen that throughout the games, and it's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I think it's just to get games under our belt during this time. It's huge, and we love doing it. It's an opportunity for us to keep growing as a team and get in these games. So really excited again for tomorrow to come up against Kansas City. They're a really quality team with very good players, and it's going to be a challenge, and this atmosphere is tough to play in, but I think it'll be a huge opportunity for a young team like us to step up and of course try and get the win, but put in a really good performance.
Yeah, I think these inner season cups I think are important, to the points that Sully made, but also the season is so long that sometimes you feel like you're just playing games, whereas these have a little bit more meaning behind it in a short order. Results are a little bit more enhanced. You're trying to move on. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember a single time in the last 3 years, from the first Challenge Cup till now, where we ever discussed moving on or getting a win. We just let it happen organically. And if you look at how we've played over those years, because of our style of play, players that haven't gotten minutes understand what we're doing, so you don't see a difference in how we play. It's pretty consistent, so that from a development standpoint, it's been really beneficial for us. You look at some of the players we lost with some of the other things, they benefited from playing in these types of events because they were able to grow and showcase and prove their value. But yeah, it's just another opportunity to play competitive games, and you always want to compete for something and a trophy because you never know if you're going to make playoffs or not. So this is another opportunity for that. So for us to do that, I don't think there's been a year since we've been down in North Carolina where we haven't competed or had the opportunity to compete for a championship. So this carries that along, and like I said, it's a healthy thing for us and what we're doing. So. But I appreciate you saying we won back-to-back Challenge Cups because we didn't get a chance to defend that this year.
True.
Any other questions for Coach and Sully? No? All right. Thank you very much, guys. Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone.